mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw sa sikamanan, parang ng puso sa titipoy buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil. Sa nagalang tulog sa sibuyat, sa langit robagang, ay ilagang tulak, awit sa pagkayang inahar. Ang isa kang makawat mo'y tagumpay na nakikinig, makituwin at karagyak, kailan ang kanilang hihigit. Lumanang araw ng maraming pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya ng marmay magagit, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Oy mameso isin lima, soy sana kunainen. Ei maksoa, ei kukkula, ei vettä rantaa rakkaampaa. Kuin kotimaa tää pohjoinen, joi maa kaunis isien. Ei maksoa, ei kukkula, ei vettä rantaa rakkaampaa. Kuin kotimaa tää pohjoinen, joi maa kaunis isien. Sun kukoistukses puolestaan kerrankin kulkemaan. Mielen emme saa nousemaan, sun toivos riemus loistossaan. Ja kerran laulus syntyi korkeimman kaijunsa. Mielemme me saa nousemaan, sun toivos riemus loistossaan. Ja kerran laulus syntyi korkeimman kaijunsa.
Okay, thank you very much. Please take your seats and we'll do the go-arounds. I want
Last weekend we went to El Nido, and for those who have not been able to see Coron, Busuanga, and El Nido, I would really suggest that you visit the place because it's a treasure, a Philippine treasure. But I would just like to suggest, that the build should include, we're behind the curve in infrastructure in these assets. Namely, there are 45 islands, for example, in El Nido. About 20 are destinations for tourists. And I'll tell you, there are thousands of tourists going to El Nido alone. And in those islands, there's lack of facilities. There's no bathroom. So you could imagine what they do in the water. So they're behind the curve. They have to put restrooms in those island destinations. So.
you're not required to bring your waste out. Unlike one island we have there in Palawan nearby is the Finlandia Island. You cannot leave your waste on the land.
Yes,
to bring your
yes.
bottles and your pots to bring your waste out.
We brought the tables, chairs, lunch, and every bottles, and we cleaned up the place.
Yeah.
But you could imagine the Caucasians. They were bringing cases of beer, and that beer has to go someplace. And there's a bathroom there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
use your imagination.
So you did not contribute to the enhancement?
No, I swam the first beach in the morning because I didn't know.
Yeah.
After that, I just swim in the morning.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Yes. Yes.
I'm
Welcome.
Kenneth.
Morning. Yeah.
I'm the third generation or family into this industrial machinery. And
Industrial
my
also,
purpose-
agricultural also, huh?
Yeah, agriculture is part of it.
Yeah.
But actually, in machineries, everything is interrelated. And my purpose of joining here is to gain more experience
Mm-hmm.
based on actual.
Okay.
And, for the people who are into it,
Yes.
and maybe we can recommend.
Yes. You will find a plethora of
Oh.
applicants here of possible uses of your own technology.
Yes, and
Reciprocate. Okay.
we are open to
Yeah.
help everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Pachot. Mabuhay. Is that how do you? That's how you toast in Filipino to your wine, right? You say mabuhay also.
Tagay.
Oh.
Good morning. My name is Arturo Pacho from Tacloban, Leyte. So my interest here is about coconut. And next week we have a topic on coconut industry.
Mhm.
Again. Thank you.
We had one on coconut nectar. You will hear coconut nectar?
Yes.
I like the taste of that nectar, except for the smell. How do you remove the smell without removing the taste? Is it possible or no? No, it's not possible.
Drink it and watch
Close
it
your
out
nose.
later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Magandang umaga. My name is Rene Pamintuan. I'm in the shipping, logistics, and food distribution business. We do market linkage from Mindanao to Metro Manila and exports. We are now actively trading in jackfruits, ube, langka, mangoes, mangosteens, lanzones, whatever it is being produced in the south. We do market linkage to key institutional accounts and Metro Manila consumers. That's what we do. Thank you.
About these localized medicinal plants that are homegrown, like we talked about some earlier.
We could supply all the raw materials for that.
Mhm.
Presently, I'm already doing a lot of contract farming.
Mhm.
We have started planting 25,000 pieces of passion fruits. We are looking at malunggay. We are developing yellow corn as well, the non-GMO brand, and many other things actively in Mindanao. That's what we do.
I was suggesting earlier, I was saying that I've tried onion juice. No, it really perked me up. Onion juice that's mixed with blended.
We will.
Yeah.
Well, there's a project that's
Instead of putting it to the vegetables, you drink it straight.
you would be surprised that there are people coming in right now who wants to put up huge
Mhm.
greenhouses to do onions and garlics.
Mhm. Onions, garlic,
And we're
and
already-
ginger. And ginger. Ginger is a necessary ingredient for against
Ginger and
obesity.
turmeric is now being done in Marinduque
Mhm.
by the thousands of hectares. And we
India has the lowest rate of Alzheimer's in the world. That's because of turmeric. They put turmeric in all their food.
So yun ang work namin. We do market linkage. We connect different companies, manufacturers, consumers, institutional buyers, processors. We bring them the raw materials.
Mhm.
We're also planning to do and the reason why I'm here is because of that. I'm looking at processing produce into first and second level type of production so we could supply institutional accounts.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Shalom. Shalom, Mr. Bloom.
Shalom. I'm Stuart Bloom. I've been in the Philippines off and on for 34 years. I used to own.
It doesn't show.
What's that?
It doesn't show.
I used to have toy companies here in the United States and in China way back when. I now am involved in kind of a scientific aggregator. I work in about 40 different areas.
Mhm.
And I do copious amounts of research in these areas. I wanted to say that Kenneth C. and I met 2 weeks ago after the meeting, and we kind of dissected the production of leaf materials in a efficient way. And my thoughts have always been that these things need to be frozen, because you freeze them, you extract the juices, and you freeze them, which stops the molecules from vibrating. and it keeps it at its almost original state. From a drying perspective, if you eviscerate these leaves into a very small particle size, you maximize the flow of the fluids. You also extract the juice, which is more valuable than the fragments.
Okay.
But you don't have the cost of drying, because if you're using ovens, and then he's an expert in all of these processing things, and I said to him, I said, wouldn't we be better off to take the vortex dryers that are these tubes and then run the thing? He said, absolutely. So we were able to come to an understanding in terms of method, even freezing using frozen containers right away and all the other things, even with my Calamansi friend over here, okay? Calamansi, right?
Yes.
No, you look like her.
Okay.
The issue with calamansi juice is calamansi is like the greatest drink in the world, but what happens is downstream it starts to degrade. So the way calamansi should be served or processed, it should be juiced and frozen right away to stop it from vibrating, and then you export it just like ice cream. And he and I were talking about ice cream as well. It would be, everyone's into money, of course, and everyone's into agriculture. It would be a great thing, especially with antibiotic resistance coming. All these pills are not going to be working.
The calamansi rind is equally important than the juice, is that right?
With all of these things, I can get you. I was with June Castillo last week, and after our meeting, I came up with 20 academic papers that prove all these different things. So in all these areas, I have vast libraries and all these different things that prove the efficacy of it. What we need to do as a country and as a group is to get behind these things, set up what we believe to be the proper processing for this, and then work it. Because I will tell you, if we were to get into this, and we have methods to grow mulungai leaves that was perfected in Nicaragua, 600 tons per hectare over a 4-year period, all leaf, because you're stunting. It can be done with papaya leaf, it can be done with any number of these different things. If we all got behind this, one, we could make huge amounts of money, and two, we could make everyone healthy. You're taking Crestor, you're taking those things. Mulungai will strip the plaque off of your veins, allow the pancreas to secrete insulin into the bloodstream, and all of these things. It's very, very basic.
And then there's mango leaves. Mango leaves. There's so many mango leaves around. It's practically free.
I'm finding, I really am finding that there's commonality between all of these leaf materials.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll only quote things where I have a whole bunch of academic studies that have already been peer reviewed, so that they've already been litigated by academic boards and everything else. So they're not going to, if I bring it up, they're not going to say to me, how do you know and all this? I said, they did it, so they can't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the threshold of pioneering frontier. If we can move this thing forward.
But the most important thing is, like Kenneth was talking to me, and he says, we want to find a way to eviscerate without generating an enormous amount of heat, because heat degrades. We want to make sure. I was very big on quality control with my toy company. I had 70 QC inspectors. Every single thing was numbered and initialed. It is of vital importance that the integrity of these systems that we set up for the country is perfect, as perfect as can be. And then everyone can take advantage. Everybody has land. Everyone has wants to make money, and everyone has employees. If we work together, we can make it happen.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Okay, let's move on. Yes.
Hello, good morning. I'm Ruby Yanesa. I'm connected with Gotong Foundation, the corporate foundation of Ever Gotesco Malls, but I'm here on my own. We have just finished.
You're a farmer, but farmer starting a farm? No, you're not the farmer. No.
I'm interested in manufacturing.
Manufacturing, okay.
Yeah. We have just finished our feeding program in Rizal Province, and I have observed that the number of malnourished children is escalating. So I'm here.
Yeah.
So I hope someday I can manufacture something healthy for these school children.
Well, as you know, behind you, VJ is in the business of manufacturing children's food. Have you met him? Oh, please exchange calling cards later, and remember that you met him here at MAP. Make money, okay? Okay. Yes, please.
We sang the Finnish national anthem this morning, a while ago, and I found out in my researches about independent political candidates that the president of Finland is an independent. He's Sauli Niinisto. He was elected for his second term in 2018 after running as an independent candidate.
Which you are.
Yes, I am. And I would like to remind you that March is Women's Month. And here in this room, there are only 8 women versus 13 men who are going to discuss important matters of the world.
Yes.
And there are 2 women versus 9 men running for mayor of Quezon City.
You're the second woman.
So, yes, I'm the second. So you can see how suppressed we are.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Okay.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Mariana Villaferte. I'm the CEO of Cypherloading. We're a blockchain research and development firm, environmental impact research and development, focused on using emerging technologies like blockchain, IoT, AI. Currently, we have a project in Pasig River to clean that 27-kilometer stretch. They say that they have about 67,000 tons of plastic there, but it's most likely double that, or most likely more. But if you buy our estimation, that's we're losing about 150 million pesos per day not recovering that river. So it's a big deal, and would love to see more collaborators on that project, actually. So thank you.
Okay, very good. Ma'am, Dr. Kawanko, welcome.
Thank you. Yes. Tingting Kawanko, and I'm involved in Muslim Mindanao in the ARMM. Thank you.
Hi, Vijay Darai. I'm involved in food manufacturing and distribution. I sell to the supermarkets all
For
over the
babies,
country.
baby food, no?
Baby food and a special kind of rice as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Divine Doctor. We do manufacture and commercialize health products, which my husband will present later.
Okay. Is that why he's very quiet there? He's doing the talking?
Good morning, I'm Kathy Thurville from Nurture Wellness Village and Nurture Pharmacy, FARMACY. We're here because, with the team, because we are getting to manufacturing of kale powdered juices. So it's very convenient on the go. The whole idea there is to give people who are very busy healthy food and healthy drinks.
And that, what are those 3 supposedly miracle vegetables?
Okay.
Cauliflower, broccoli, kale.
And kale,
What's
yes,
the third?
because it's cruciferous, yeah.
What is the third? You know the third? The third super vegetable?
Well, you have malunggay, of course, which is a super vegetable.
Okay.
So we're excited because potentially we have an opportunity to distribute in one of the bigger outlets. So we're here to learn more how to scale up, because we've been doing it, but on a small basis. So we're scaling up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good.
Good morning. I'm Maki Soriano. It's my first time here through, of course, the invitation of Miss Cathy Turville. So I'm actually into travel and marketing, providing integrated marketing communication services, particularly to health and wellness industries. And maybe I would like to take this opportunity to, just to let you know that we are coming up with a health and wellness event at SMX this coming April. It's a global campaign promoting the Philippines as world-class health and wellness destination. So this is a program with Miss Cathy Turville, and at the same time, I'm also into venturing business in food manufacturing of the OK with Miss Cathy Turville.
Also health foods, huh? Yes.
Yes.
But you said you're also in transport. You connected
in travel.
Travel.
but
Tourism.
particularly promoting the health and wellness tourism.
Okay.
So the event is in partnership with the Department of Tourism and Department of Health.
Mhm. But not in, you're not in medical tourism. Are you into that too? Medical?
Services, we're providing services.
Okay. Okay. Is that why you look so healthy? Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good morning, I'm Bernadette Vidanes. I'm into the logistics industry.
Mhm.
So we're a one-stop shop. We provide transportation, import-export, customs, brokerage, warehousing, trucking. I just want to share, last week I attended a meeting and there it was discussed the problem of the charging of the carriers, and most importers are really affected because they charge whatever they want.
Mhm.
So just to share, DTI has been helping the logistics industry a lot, and they are coming up with a paper to submit to these shipping carriers that they have to stop charging whatever they want.
Yeah.
So they cannot do that, and it seems that they're talking, which is illegal.
Okay. We hope you can thin the ranks of those who are taking advantage of us. Huh? Yes. Okay, David. Yes.
Good morning, David King from Timber. I'm involved with a subset from here of basically watershed management, which includes reforestation. My particular interest is plantation forestry as a commercial entity, because to me it's one of the big issues of even the reforestation of native species, which I'm very keen on, is that they never survive. So you keep measuring remnant forest in this country, and it's the only country in the world where remnant forest never puts any biomass on the ground. It's an amazing phenomenon. But the point being that as the tree gets big enough to make charcoal, it gets cut down. So totally in Utah law of no logging doesn't achieve anything except keep your forest denuded. So we should keep working on it. It's a big program and it's difficult to establish, but we'll try.
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rick Blancaflor. In as much as tourism has been raised twice, I'll just continue the trend. I've been around this country in practically almost all the provinces. 40 years ago, I am asked, where's the best place to go? And I say, Boracay. And people look at me and say, where's that? 20 years ago, people will ask me, where's the best place to go in the Philippines? And I would say, the northern Palawan Islands. And they would say, what's to do there? Now you ask me where's the best place to go? Sulu Archipelago. 900 islands of the most beautiful beaches, mountains, rivers you'll ever find. I was flying over Sulu Archipelago with the diplomat. The diplomat was assigned to South America, the Greek islands. And I've been all over Caribbean and the Greek islands. There's nothing compared to what we're seeing right now. The most beautiful part of the Philippines. But you know what? You ask me 20 years from now what's the best place to go? Anywhere in the Philippines where there are Filipinos. It's the people who make a difference. It's not the place.
Okay. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Geraldine Eclarinal, and I'm with Miss Catherine Turville. And I'm the one who heads the farm where we do plant those kale to be made into kale powder and soup. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. No, that's it. Go over here to the back. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'm Nina Lasala, an advocate for agriculture.
Hi, I'm Tito Contado. I'm the pioneering manufacturer of Philippine noni. Yeah.
Noni juice?
Yes, noni juice.
Noni juice, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the reason why I am here. Because the topic is of interest to us. I have 3 staff with me we might be able to learn more about local manufacturing and commercialization of food health products.
Okay. Would you introduce them? The three associates here. Can you introduce them? What do they do? Your three associates.
Okay na sila.
Yeah. What do they do? Are they in the work in the factory?
Engineer Jerome Calipon. He is our physical dry production head. Agricultural and biosystems engineer. And then Joseph Moranti is the general manager of our company. And Joe Villanueva is our mechanical engineer without a title.
Okay.
But he's an inventor.
Yeah, inventor.
Yeah.
Huh?
He fabricates our machines.
To produce the juice.
Yes.
To produce the
To
juice.
produce the juice and to produce powder. Because
Okay.
we are also making noni capsules.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Noni juice is the antidote to what? What does it cure? Other
Well,
than old age.
Yes. Noni juice is anti-aging.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I look only
30.
60.
60.
Actually, I'm 82.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is
And
that
I had my heart bypass in 1999.
Okay.
At St. Luke's.
That's 20 years ago. 20
Yes.
years ago, huh?
Yes, 20 years ago. Yes.
Okay.
And after my heart bypass, I started noni.
Yes. Yes.
So now our local product from wild noni trees has become a multi-million peso enterprise,
Yeah.
and we export them to Hong Kong, China, Dubai, South Korea, and the US.
Very good. Very good.
We are now with Mercury Drug and a few other drug stores. So if you want to become younger
Okay.
and more handsome, you take noni.
And more beautiful too.
And more beautiful
That's,
for women, yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's move on. Well,
Good morning, I'm Cesar Gomez. I have a small farm in Batangas, but my focus now is with MAP ABCD because we're trying to document the 500 talks since the start and upgrade them to a more real-time basis. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jinky Carlos. Our interest in this is, our main business is actually in resin, so RI Chemical Corporation. We produce plywood adhesives. No? So our main advocacy there is plantation trees. We have a clonal nursery in Mindanao that clones plantation species. But our interest in this topic is because of our interest now in coconut and related products.
Good morning. I'm Oscar Barrera. I'm with the MFI Polytechnic Institute, and we, aside from IT courses, we also have a farm school in Halahala, Rizal.
Okay. That's it. They've been all been introduced already, no? Okay. Any more? Any more? Yeah. No more. That's it. Yes. No, Helen.
Good morning. I am Helen Del Rosario. I manufacture and export
Calamansi. You know,
Calamansi.
yeah, we were looking for you earlier. Calamansi, yeah.
On top of that, I manage an association of calamansi growers and processors. And right now, I'm developing new products out of calamansi, from calamansi. And the direction is more on the health and wellness. That's why this topic today really interests me a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I was just making a comment earlier that your rind, the skin is as valuable as the juice.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
So you
that's
should not throw it
true.
away. We throw it away
Yeah,
after
we
you
have to
squeeze it.
convert it into a product that will have more value.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
More value than the juice.
Yes. Okay. One more. Yeah. Okay.
Good morning po. I'm Joanne Fuego. I'm the retail sales supervisor of Amadeo Nurture Pharmacy. I'm with Ma'am Cassie and the team. Thank you.
Which one is that? With okay. So we're in our main program. Mayor, will you do the honors?
Not yet. Mr. Racky Doctor, our lecturer, finished his bachelor's degree in philosophy from St. Louis University. But when you are in philosophy, you deal with abstract theories, etc., etc. So now he is in a very material world. He is president of Nutridense Food Manufacturing Corporation and general manager of Long Live Pharma. Folks, let's welcome Racky Doctor.
Good morning. Magandang umaga po. When of course, I have to thank the MAP, our president, Mr. Ilosorio, and for Ma'am Bernadette for being too patient to track my schedule. Maraming salamat po. When I received the invitation letter, I thought I was indeed talking to a very, very elite group. But to my amazement this morning, I'm more than amazed than what I expected. You're too amazing. The group is too amazing. So anyway, good morning to everyone. I was tasked to talk about nutritious product, production and commercialization of nutritious product. And I would like to title my presentation as in fill in the nutrition gap. One of the basic things that we talk today is about nutrition. I heard a while ago about the feeding in schools. I heard about health and wellness. I heard about water. I think these are two basic commodities which I think our people are interested, especially the younger ones like me. Okay, so I titled my presentation as fill in the gap by producing and commercializing nutrition products. Before I go to the meat of my presentation, I would like to bring back a little on the overview of malnutrition in the country. Is it fine with you? Yeah. So this is the abstract of the recent National Nutrition Survey conducted by FNRI, DOST, who is assigned to do the evaluation of nutritional status of the Filipinos every 5 years. The 2018 result of the survey, 15 I mean, had come up with this. Look at this. Stunting, or yung mga bansot na bata, is getting higher. Last 2010, it was only 30%. Today is 33%. What's out on the markup of 3%? We are talking of millions of children. Wasting, ito po yung matangkad na payat. Ito yung bansot sa kanyang edad. Ito yung matangkad sa kanyang age. Pero both are abnormality. Ito yung pinaka-crucial po, yung stunting. Ito yung lumalabas, 3 of 10 children or 3.3 of 10 children are stunted. The impact of stunting is very worse. Because we have only 2 years to do something to prevent stunting. Okay. I will bring you to another problem of the micronutrient deficiency in the country. Anemia, or the iron deficiency anemia, it's 16% among 6 months to 5 years old children. Mag-stress po ako masyado sa children because these are the basic years of life formation. And then, on the pregnant women, 25% of them are anemic. Remember this, an anemic or a mother who is iron deficient will carry that deficiency to the child. When the child is born, the child bears the problem of iron deficiency too. And then we have the children of vitamin A deficiency, 20%. Iodine among pregnant women, 27%. What is iodine for? It is for brain formation and body muscle formation. And then for the adults, ito na po siya, ito yung problema. These are the problem. Another problem, ito po yung another blade of malnutrition. Kasi meron ho tayong undernourished and we have the overnourished, which is also a form of malnutrition in the country. Sadly, adults are 31%. Mas marami. And 9% among children. Where do you see these vulnerable groups? They are, makita nyo sa quantile, more of the problem is in the poor communities. Sa anemia naman is more on the children. Sa adults naman, nakita nyo po dito, nandito sa urban area yung problema on overweight. But the worst problem is not po sa rural natin. Okay. I would like to bring you to another data which says 14.2 billion Filipinong undernourished under World Hunger Report 2018. Meron po ditong data ang dami. It was quantified per province where you see these people. And the nutrition survey had mentioned 36 provinces where you can find this 14.2. One is in Palawan, more in Visayas, and most in Mindanao. Okay. So, ang tama po yung ginagawa. The one you're doing, that you're feeding children in Mindanao. Tama po. And then, of course, this is the one. Mga mathematicians sa atin, look at this. For stunting, it's getting higher. It's alarming. And the rate of, like the 3% is a big number already because we're talking of millions of numbers. For underweight, it's getting higher again. And of course, no problem for this, but this is more alarming, the two ones. Now, I hope you will see this as a point of alarm, because if we will just allow our children suffer this one, especially the young ones, we are facing a problem on our population 5 or 10 years from now. We will be full of malnourished citizens of the Philippines. Now, because of that background of malnutrition, which is alarming, our company also goes with what the government is doing. We discovered that there is the recently signed Republic Act 11037. Ang sabi po doon, it's masustansyang pagkain para sa batang Pilipino Act. Those who are involved in feeding programs, you can have this as your reference because it talks about how you feed your children, what to feed them. It's aimed to combat hunger and undernutrition among Filipino children. Another Republic Act is the 8976. It's a mandatory rice fortification law, or the fortification of basic foods. It says here, it listed like 5 staple products in the Philippines: rice, sugar, corn, wheat or flour, and oil. One of the things that they want to be mandatory fortified is rice with iron, because iron is indeed basic for children as well as adults. And when you put iron into rice, it's the best vehicle where people can ingest iron. Iron is no good to taste if you know iron. The smell is too bad, and the look is indeed not great. So if you just get tablet or syrup for iron, most likely compliance is not 100%. When you put this into rice, most likely the intake is 100%. Okay, but how? Again, I have to explain later. We have also the program, the first 1,000 days. Anybody have heard about the first 1,000 days? Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. The first 1,000 says like this: every life starts from the womb, and that is on during pregnancy. Pregnancy takes like 277 days before the child is born. Okay, the first 277 days is crucial years for life, because it is there where the mother has to give the nutritious requirement of the child, the womb. Here's the catch: if the intake or nutrition intake of the mother is not sufficient, the rest of the problem is being transferred to the child in the womb. So the child is born, he had the first birthday 1 year, and the second birthday 2 years. A total of that is 1,000 days. According to the studies, this is the most crucial part of human life, because it is there that you have to put a lot of nutrition to prepare the child in getting older. Anything that is deficient in this stage, it will be carried over paglaki ng bata. Okay, so it would be then hard to arrest or to prevent or to put more after the first 1,000 days. So the basic thing then there is, we have to put a lot of it during the first 1,000 days. Okay, so because of these programs, our company had been inspired to participate solving this problem. So we come up with our company, Nutridense Food Manufacturing Corporation. We are based in Santa Barbara, Pangasinan, and practically we are registered with the Philippine laws, FDA license, both Philippines and US. We are exporting products too, and we are CGMP compliant food manufacturer. We are doing our ISO currently, so we hope to finish it in 2 months. Now, what do we do? Our company, why we joined this band? Why we joined this mission? It's because knowing that life is so important, just as what as you have maybe, life is too precious that we have to take care. Lately, I'm now 56 years old, and I thought, indeed, life is the most treasured commodity ever. Because it is only given once, and we only pass this world once also. So, sabi ko, I think I have to do something with this. And our mission is to manufacture and distribute research-based food products that help reduce the rate of malnutrition among women and children and their families. And the only vision that we have is to see empowered and healthier Filipino children and their families the next 5 years. Yun po yung amen. Of course, alam ko mayroon po kayo. Now, so what do? We manufacture products. We have our R&D, but we also adopt a lot of technologies from our other RDIs, Research Development Institutes. We have from PhilRice, we have from FNRI, we have from other RDIs pa. Because we like to perfect products that can help solve the problem of malnutrition in the country. And of course, we distribute this all over the Philippines. From Luzon to Mindanao, we bring these ones. Now, our products, isa-isahin ko po sana yung products for us to learn. Okay? So, the first product that we have is the Mongo Curls and the Mongo Blend. Magtataka kayo, Mongo is a very ordinary product, or ordinary produce from our farmers. Do you? Nabalitaan ko dito sa Manila, karaniwan sa atin kumakain lang ng Mongo during Fridays. I don't know if it's a culture or what. Pero sa amin, with the province, we just eat any time of Mongo, any time of the week, the Mongo. Now, Mongo is a very ordinary product. We plant it every harvest after the main crop of summer. Okay, so, but do you know that Mongo is the richest source of protein? And we mix this with rice, the ordinary product also on rice, and which is source of good energy. We put them together, the proper blending. We put a lot of micronutrients to it, like iron and zinc, and you got the perfect food for children 6 to 23 months old. All you have to do is to put this in a bowl, add hot water, or the soup, or the sabaw ng nilaga or whatever, or the hot water with something in it, na sweetener, the chocolate, put it, give it to the child, 6 to 23 months old. This one, it's the chichirya. All children are fond with chichirya, I guess. So all they have to do is open it, eat it as a simple snack food. But to them, this gives the required energy and protein requirement for their growing, for their studying. Okay. One thing good with this, it looks like the simple chichirya. They don't know that there is no sugar, no salt, no preservatives, no MSG, none everything, except for the real content, the rice and Mongo, plus the micronutrients. According to FNRI, Food and Nutrition Research Institute, a malnourished child suffering from, of course, either undernourished or because of micronutrient deficiency, you give them 1 piece each according to age for the next 120 days or 4 months feeding time, and the growth in height, in weight, and of course the development of mental capacity is being addressed. So ito po siya.
That's once a day?
Yes, sir.
Once a day?
Once a day.
Once a day.
Okay, the next product that we have is of course the micronutrient powder. One of the problems, as I mentioned in my first slide, is about the micronutrient deficiency. Sorry, micronutrient deficiency. So all you have to do is, this one po, it's a pouch. It's a 2-gram pouch. Malit na sachet. Malit lang po siya. When you have your bayan or anything cook at home, while still hot, ano po, you just have to pour this, ibudbud mo lang, then mix it. It has no color, it has no taste, it has no smell, except for the food that the child or the family is eating. But this sachet contains essential 6 micronutrients which the common Filipino diet lacks. Gaya ho ng iron, zinc, folic acid, calcium, vitamin C, and vitamin A. Walang lasa. Okay? So the child which you can't feed with anything, vegetable or the vitamins or anything else, you just add this to their food at home, to their linugaw or lugaw or pancit canton, which they are fond of, and then just feed them. They get the 6 essential micronutrients.
That's also once a day.
Yes, sir.
Not 3 times a day.
No, once a day. Okay. So, mura po siya, once a day lang siya.